So this might be one of the most nerve-wracking things about having a YouTube channel or just posting to your stories is sitting outside in your neighborhood just talking to no one. But anyways, I'm getting ready to head out on a ride. I wanted to talk to you guys about the new peg that I put on my bike. Went back and forth about the color choice, but I am super stoked with how it turned out, and also want to add matching foot pegs like that to the bike. I'm headed out, so let's go. Left my little pack on the back unzipped. So I don't think anything fell out, but I don't think once we get going that's going to stay put. Come to a stop sign. My goal was to leave earlier today. I'm trying to pair the GoPro and my earpods. And that was around 3:30, which is when I wanted to leave. But that's okay. Come on, we're good to go. Things are zipped up. I had a new client today, and she told me I looked like I was 12. Which when you're in your 30s, I will totally dig it. Come on, light. And we got green. One of the things that her two wheels uses is at stoplights, she gets her feet up as quickly as possible once the light turns green. Two buses here. But anyways, getting your feet up as quickly as possible, which for me, a light bulb kind of went on, like, oh yeah, like it's not meant to be like a four-legged vehicle, right?
Four-wheeled.
It's meant to be on two wheels. That's where it's going to excel. Being a new rider, I spent a lot of time on my starts with my feet down, and you want the complete opposite of that. And that just makes complete sense to me. And so many adventure bikes. I feel like that's all I see are adventure bikes and baggers. Did see my Fat Bob one time. Right before I got it. Before it was delivered. Oh, hey, there's a cop. Do they do the motorcycle way? Are they kind of like a unique breed? We went to a police motorcycle competition, I want to say, a couple weeks ago. See if he does it. He waved, and that was pretty cool. They know how to handle those bikes. Here we go. We're going. Is it considered a red light if you go through when the light is turning red? Or is it a red light run if you go through as the light turns yellow and then it turns red as you're underneath the light? I always think it's the latter. Hello. I'm Danielle, and welcome to the Millie Life. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click on the logo in the bottom right-hand corner or that big red button. Oh, no, the road. Oh, what was he saying? Yes, so I post new motorcycle videos every Wednesday, then new exercise videos every Friday. So subscribe, like, check it out. So today we are talking about foot pegs.
For me, and I know for my boyfriend, customizing our bike is a great joy in both of our lives. He has done quite a bit of customization. He has a Harley Davidson Lowrider S, and he has a beautiful bike.
So when I purchased my bike, that was something that was always in the back of my mind. You've heard me talk about it here before. How am I going to design and customize my bike? I've been on Lucky Speed Shop's website, which is where I got my shorty levers, which I talked about last time. I still love them. And I've also been on Flow Motorsports. They have some sick foot pegs and brake pegs. They have a jet fuel color, which I absolutely love. It's multicolored and it changes with the sun and how it hits it. And I absolutely love it. Looking at them online, I think they are so cool. I was just really hesitant as to how it might look on my bike. if it would be too flashy, if it wouldn't go, if I wouldn't like it once it was on the bike. I wish they had a function that you could see what the part would look like on your bike before you purchased it. Like try it on or something like a pair of clothes. So I went back and forth for the longest time and I finally went to order them and I was like, wait, do I order one or two? Because it's a brake peg and the shifter peg. So I reached out to customer service, but before they got back to me, I realized that the brake pedal for the rear brake is one piece, at least stock on the Harley bikes. So that answered my question of I would order only one. And if I wanted to do the brake, it would have to be the whole lever and a new peg. So I started with the shifter peg. Shout out to Flow Motorsports. They were awesome. Their customer service was fantastic. So it shipped really quick. I think I got it 3 business days after I ordered it. It was packaged really nicely. It came with a nice Flow Motorsports sticker, which I loved, and just packaged really well. Not sure if you guys care about that stuff, but I think as a business, it's really awesome. When I got it, I was working on some video stuff.
My YouTube channel, getting my last Wednesday's post. I guess it'll be 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point as I'm recording this. But getting that put that guy to the side. Funny, my boyfriend Matt, he was like, I can't understand people that get a new thing or get something in the mail and they don't want to just use it or don't put it on right away. And just for me, it's like I would never get anything done if that's how I operated, because I don't know, I would be bouncing around. Anyways, so the next day, went out, put it on. I am still learning my tools and my mechanical vocabulary for the bike. So I know I used some sort of hex thread to get it off. I started with just like a handheld one that had multiple different sizes of it, and that didn't give me enough torque or leverage to get the old peg off. It looked like it was secured with Loctite just because of the red-ish residue that was on the inside of the strip. So I had to go to like a hand strip one, which is really nice. That has a ton of tools, which is awesome. And that definitely loosened it up quite a bit. Loosened that guy up, took it out, cleaned it up a bit, and then put the new one in. It came with the screw, and I love it. I love the grip on it. It's got, tiny little pegs coming out the top of it, and it feels good, and it looks good. Every time I see it on my bike, it just makes me smile. Super excited with it. I'm thinking I want to go put pegs the same Jet Fuel by Flow Motorsports, but we will see, and then match it up with the handlebars somehow. So it's super fun. We are coming to the end of riding season here. I know Matt and I are going to try to stretch that out as long as we can. Like today, it feels great actually out. I think we might be in the low to mid 70s. We're coming up on the end of October, so maybe we can get most of November in. Who knows? But I'm thinking I might pump the brakes on some of the customizations. But we will see. Yeah. And then the old peg, I don't know about you guys, but do you keep your old stock parts just in case, like you might need it? Or do you try to sell them, or do you just trash them? Like, what do you do with them? Just curious. Leave it below in the comments. I trashed some of them, like my handle, my lever, my shifter lever, because it was done. But yeah, on my first bike, so my very first bike was a Harley Davidson Sportster. It was a 2004 1200 XL. It was old, right? It's almost 20 years old. Loved it. Had Vance and Hines aftermarket exhaust on it. Not a whole lot else done to it in terms of customization. So it still had the stock foot peg on it. And I was driving home from work that night, and I went to shift gears, and the peg came off. No, it didn't come off. The peg was not there. Like, oh my gosh. So luckily I was in a low gear and then in a neighborhood setting. So I could easily pull over, was able to, turn the bike off, get myself to a safe place, and, went on a search for my clutch and my clutch lever. got it on the road, thank God. It was off to the side, so there wasn't a ton of, searching. Nobody had run over it, thank God, and it still worked. Actually, Matt had been we lived together at this point, and he had been on his way over to surprise me for dinner, and he was in the area, so he was able to come out, bring his tools with me. Or no, actually, he didn't have tools. He ended up borrowing tools from somebody in the neighborhood. Really nice pregnant lady and her husband gave us tools we needed to get that back on. Got it back on, and it did not fall off since. We tightened it real good, put some Loctite on it. So as I'm saying this, I'm like constantly checking the thread on the peg, and I need to get that on there and get it nice and secure, especially with how much Harleys rattle. I don't know about other motorcycles, but I know Harleys rattle quite a bit. My thoughts on customizing, just be true to you. Other people may not like what you do to your bike, but hey, it is your bike and you can do whatever you want with it. I talked about at the beginning of the video how recording yourself out in public, like we live in a condo, so I have neighbors, we have a parking lot, we don't have a garage, wish we had a parking lot for the bike, but that will happen one day. Oh, but like recording in front of people, it's definitely one of the weirder things about starting this channel and getting my content out there. Is like something I have to tell myself on the regular, even with driving. Like, you are allowed to be here, and you are allowed to take up space, and you are allowed to do turns, and you're not awkward, you're not weird, you're not embarrassing. Like, oh God, so many limiting beliefs, right? So even when I'm driving, I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. And no, you don't. Like, don't worry about the people behind you. Like, you are allowed to take a space. You are allowed to turn when you feel like it is safe to turn. Definitely check out Flow Motorsports. Lucky Speed Shop also had some of the jet fuel-esque type coloring, which I love. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Mateo, we are getting dressed this weekend, and he pulled out a pair of my old heels. Here you go, Mama. And we were going outside to water the flowers with a spray bottle, and he wanted me to wear this. I'm like, no, bud. I will be so slow in those. He's like, no, Mama, you're fast. I'm like, no. Those will slow me down big time. So, needless to say, I did not rock the heels. Oh my goodness. This light is taking forever. Oh geez. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you guys so much. And that's a sharp turn. Thank you for all your love and support.